When we chant the Nama Prabhu, the Nama Prabhu descends into the Shabda and revives one's original consciousness. What happens to Nama Prabhu when one chants inattentively? You see, Krishna descends. He takes a form according to the desire of the devotee. The devotee, the way he wants to approach the Supreme Lord, the Lord accordingly takes that kind of form. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam stataiva bhajamyaham. This is what Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. The way we surrender to Krishna, accordingly Krishna reciprocates. If we want to approach Krishna as Brahman, then Krishna will guide us to that kind of Mayavadi Guru who will teach us about Brahman. If we want to understand Krishna as Paramatma, then Krishna will guide us to a yogi who will tell us about Paramatma. And if we want to understand Krishna in full, then Krishna will take us to a pure devotee. So, when according to the Shraddha that we have, according to the conviction, according to the faith that we have, the Lord reciprocates with us accordingly. When we go to the temple, of Krishna, we see there is a Vigraha, there is a deity of Krishna. Sometimes it is made out of stone, sometimes out of metal, sometimes out of clay, sometimes out of wood. Now when we see the deity of Krishna, if we think that this is a stone, this is not God, this is not Krishna, then what will happen? The deity will also reciprocate with us accordingly. When we see the deity of Krishna, the Vigraha, the Murti of Krishna in the temple, and we accept that yes, Krishna is standing here, then that Vigraha, that deity will act accordingly with us. There is a wonderful example of Sakshi Gopal. What happened? There were two Brahmanas who were actually in the olden times, about 300, 400, 500 years ago. The Sakshi Gopal temple was in Vrindavan. Vrindavan is in Uttar Pradesh. Now, from Odisha, two Brahmanas, they were going to Vrindavan. They wanted to go to Vrindavan, have darshan, pilgrimage. Even today, so many people go to Vrindavan for darshan of Krishna, like that. One of them was elderly, another was a young man. And both of them were from the same village, so they started the pilgrimage together. Now, this elderly man was from a rich family. This young man was from a poor family. But this elderly man had a lot of affection for this young man, and the young man was also very respectful towards the old man. And because he was old, he helped him in various ways. In those days, it's not that you take a flight from Bhubaneswar and land in Delhi and then take a taxi and drive down, right? You have to take a bullock cart or you have to walk all the way. Quite an arduous journey. All along the way, naturally, they would have had to stop at various places. They would have had to look for food, accommodation, etc. Everywhere, this young man took good care of the old man and he ensured that he did not have any trouble, out of natural respect for the elderly gentleman. Both of them came to Vrindavan. They came to Sakshi Gopal temple. They had wonderful darshan. And then the old man told the young man that I am so obliged to you because you have served me so nicely. I could have such a wonderful experience and I could have such a wonderful darshan of Krishna here in Gopal. He was called Gopal those days. So of Gopal I had a wonderful darshan. So I want to reciprocate this gesture of yours. I want to give you something in return. So the young man said, no, I don't want anything in return. You are like my father. You are an elderly person. I have served you thinking like you are like my father. And I don't need anything in return. But this old man was feeling very obliged. He said, no, I want to do something for you. So I will do one thing. I have a young daughter. I'll give her in marriage to you. Because this young man was unmarried. So this young man said, sir, what is this you are telling? Please don't make such promises. You are from a rich family. I'm from a poor family. Our relationship and all won't work out. Your family will object. All this will not work out. Please don't make such promises. I'm not expecting anything. No need for all this. But the old man did not agree. He said, no. I have decided I want to do this. So this young man said, see, sir, you are saying this in front of the deity Gopala. Tomorrow, if you are not able to keep your word, it will become an aparadha. So please don't make such promises. Then the old man said, in front of Gopala, I am telling you, I'll give my daughter in marriage to you only. No matter what happens in the family, I'll not listen to anyone. I'm the head of the family. I'm the father. I will decide. How can anybody else say, go against me and all these kind of things he started saying. So the young man said, okay, sir, whatever you say. Agreed. And then they returned. After they returned, what happened? A few days passed by. Then this old man called all his family members and he told them, like this young man has served me very nicely. So I have given him my word. I want to hand over my daughter to this young man. So this old man, elderly gentleman, he had one son also. An elder son, the daughter was younger, the elder son was there. So the elder son, he became very angry. He said, hey, what is this, father, you have gone and given your word like this? This is not correct. I will not agree to this. I will not allow this to happen. So, but the father was very stern. He said, nothing doing. I have given my word. This has to happen. Then this mother of the girl, this old man's wife, she started crying, I will go and commit suicide. And the son also said, okay, whatever you want you do, I will also go and die. After that, whatever you want to do. Now this old man became perplexed. Now what to do? Family members are saying they'll commit suicide and all that. He did not expect now what to do. Then the young man saw this old man has become a little this one. He said, don't worry. If that a young man comes, there is no sakshi, there is no witness. So the old man said, no, in front of the deity I have told. A deity stone, no, he is not going to come and give any witness. That no other person as a witness, no, don't worry, I will handle it. You just say that you don't remember what you said. Balance, I will handle. So this old man did not know what to do, he kept quiet. Now this young man, he was waiting. He was waiting, thinking this old man will call him and he will keep his promise. But one day after another day is going, and this old man is also not showing any sign of calling him. So this young man became a little anxious that if this old man doesn't keep his word, he has given his word in front of Gopala deity, then it will become an aparada. He will have to suffer. So what to do? It's not good to give a word in front of the deity and not keep it. So he went to the house of the elderly gentleman and then he told the gentleman that I want to remind you of your promise. That's why I came. Immediately, now this old man became silent. He did not know what to say. He kept quiet. Immediately, the son came out and he started firing this man. Oh, you have given some mantra to my father. You have fed him something. You have spoiled his mind. You are telling all lies. My father never said anything like this. And this father is keeping quiet. So this son understood. This young man understood. This family members this old man is still willing. That's why he's keeping quiet. He's neither saying this way nor that way. Family members are not agreeing. So what he did, the young man, he called all the village people. Panchayat. And in the panchayat, he said, see, the deity has, in front of the deity, he has given this word. So all the panchayat people, so they started asking the old man that, is this true and all that. Old man was silent. And the son is speaking. No, he is telling all lies. There is no witness. If there is some witness, let him call. So the young man said, yes, witness is there. So the panchayat said, okay, please call the witness. So the young man said, the witness is Gopala. So then everybody was silent. Gopala is the witness. And then immediately that old man's son, he said, Gopala is the witness. No, go and call him. If he comes, I will agree. So why? Because he was thinking a stone deity, where it is stone, it's standing there, simply people are worshipping. What is the big deal? So this young man said, okay, I will go and call him. So the young man again went from Odisha all the way to Vrindavan. And he went to Gopala and he went to the deity and he prayed to the deity and he said, see Gopala, in front of you, that old man gave the word and you are the witness. And you agreed to be the witness. We kept you as the witness and the agreement was done. Now he is not agreeing and all the village people are calling and they are saying that you have to come and give witness. So you please come. So the Gopala deity spoke to that young man and the Gopala deity said that, you see, I am a stone deity. How can I walk here? Have some, this one, no. You should be sensible. So the young man looked and you see, when it comes to Krishna and his devotees, the devotees only will win every time. So the young man looked at the deity and he said, if the deity can talk, he can walk also. What is the big deal? If he can talk, he can walk also. Don't give me all this excuse. Come. So Gopala got defeated by his devotee. So Krishna could not do anything. He said, okay, I am not able to defeat your logic. I am defeated by you. I'll come with you on one condition. I will come behind you and you walk in the front, I'll come behind you, but you should not turn back. If you turn back and look at me, then wherever I am, I will stop. After that, I will not walk. So this young man said, okay, that's fine by me, but how will I know that you are following me? Suppose somebody comes and takes you away. Well, how will I know? I should know that you are also following. So Gopala said, don't worry. My ankle bells, when I walk, ankle bells will sound. Their tinkling sound will come. By that you will be able to know. And he also told, Gopala told, every evening, wherever, at whichever village we come across, we will stop. You will have to cook a certain quantity of rice and offer to me. I'll be hungry, walking all day. You cannot keep me simply, walking and not feed me anything. Something you have to feed me. So the young man said, no problem. Whichever village we go, I'll beg some rice for you and I'll cook for you. Agreed. So they started the journey. And it's not 1 day, 2 day journey, several days. They have to cross so much. Every day, the young man will walk. Behind him, he will hear the tinkling bells. And evening, they will stop somewhere. He will go to the village, beg some rice, bring and cook a large quantity as Gopala had told, and he would offer every day. So 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, like that. Finally, they came close to the village in Odisha where they were supposed to reach. When they reached the outskirts of the village, the tinkling bell stopped. And this young man thought, I'm not able to hear the tinkling bell. Is Gopala coming or not? He turned around. There Gopala was there. Gopala said, see, I told you not to turn around. You turned around. Now I will not move from here. So he said, okay, now agreement is agreement. He said, okay, no problem. Anyway, you come till here. He went to the village and called all the village people. They all came and they were shocked. Because this Gopala is a huge deity, not a small deity, very big deity. And full stone. It's not possible for somebody to lift him and bring like that. He has come all the way. So, then that family had to agree and they gave the girl in marriage to that young man. And then for that deity, there itself, the local people, they built a temple. And later the king came to know of it. And then he built a grand temple for the Lord. And then finally, later on, of course, some other king came and he shifted the deity to Cuttack. So today, if you go, that deity is known as Sakshi Gopal. Because that Gopal came all the way from Vrindavan to Odisha to give Sakshi, to give witness for that devotee. So this is a famous pastime. Even today, you go to that Sakshi Gopal temple in Odisha, they'll tell you the whole story. And they will tell you where in Vrindavan also, even today you go to Vrindavan, there is that Sakshi Gopal temple, which is a Pratibhu. There is because Gopal went away from there. So they have installed a mirror image of Sakshi Gopal and they worship him as also Sakshi Gopal there. So you see how the Lord, although he appears like a stone, for that son of that elderly gentleman, the deity was a stone. But for that young Brahmana, it was not a stone deity, it was Krishna himself. Therefore, the deity could talk and walk also. And he came to give witness. So what we understand from this is that Krishna's presence in his Vigraha, in his temple, depends upon our devotion and faith in him. When we have darshan of Krishna, Rukmini, Satyabhama here, if we look upon them, that Krishna, Rukmini, Satyabhama, all of them are actually standing there, then they will reciprocate with us also like that. Millions of people go to Tirupati. When they go to Tirupati and have darshan, what are they thinking? Some stone idol is standing there. Is that what they think? No. Venkataramana Govinda, Govinda. Govinda is standing there. Anybody has any doubt? Nobody has a doubt. Govinda is standing there. That's why you will see so many businessmen. They'll go to Tirupati. They'll go in front of Tirupati Balaji and tell him, I'm starting a new business. You are my partner. I'll give you 8% this one profit share. Balance is for me. And if the business does well, they'll go business does well. They'll come and put that money in the undi. You are the partner I'm giving you. So what does that mean? They are accepting that he is a person. He is standing there. He is not some stone. Therefore, the Lord also reciprocates with them accordingly. Similarly, when we chant Hare Krishna, if we are attentively chanting Hare Krishna, then what happens? Krishna is actually present there. Krishna is dancing on our tongue. This is what the Shastras state. Now, if we are not attentive in our chanting, what happens? Krishna is present. But the effect of chanting the effect of coming in touch with Krishna, which is to purify ourselves, that will not happen. Some purification will happen. Because when we come in touch with Krishna, in whatever way we come in touch with Krishna, we will get purified. That is how powerful Krishna is. But the amount of purification that will happen in our heart, if we are attentively chanting, that kind of purification will not happen if we are inattentive. So whether we chant attentively or inattentively, Krishna is there. Even if I chant inattentively, if somebody is hearing me chant, somebody is hearing very attentively, oh, this person is chanting Hare Krishna mantra, then Krishna is present and Krishna will enter his heart and purify him. So you are losing the benefit. Somebody else is taking the benefit of your chanting. So therefore, we have to chant attentively so that we can take the full benefit of Krishna's presence in the form of his holy name. I hope that answers the question.